by the third or fourth. They're staying to maintain the energy, not letting too many holes pop through.
Jackson staying with that ball, only getting phased a tiny bit, but she's still able to recenter herself and get in there. Out of bounds there by, that'll be on Trenton. Montgomery to stick the ball back in, passes it in. Finds Abby Swartz, gets fouled. Foul there by Sanaya Precia, her second foul of this game. Precia still playing great defensively. No, actually her third foul of this game, her second on Abby Swartz, as we saw foul her earlier in this quarter.
She's definitely been really great on both ends today.
Swartz hits her first free throw. Now against Monroe, Abby Swartz only didn't really get a chance to score any points. This is definitely a better game for her overall, but she is definitely someone Trenton has to watch out for, especially in the inside, able to draw those fouls and get Montgomery extra points. Will still be tornado basketball. Andrew seemed to get pushed, tipped the ball out to the outside, so not be on her. As she to get that ball to Lamaya Brown-Johnson, and does. Brown-Johnson saw a floater up, no good. Rebound was grabbed by Destiny Weldon. Pacheco sitting on that ball. Looks to keep it and does. Stays there. Pacheco once again showing why she is the captain, showing that she's willing to do what is needed to help her team win.
Absolutely. I think that, we have all 5 players touching the ball in most of these plays, and that's necessary. Again, this lead isn't that promising, but I've seen us come back pretty quickly.
Zonnie Jackson there looking for an open teammate. Finds Brown-Johnson, who swarms by Montgomery players. Jump ball, it will go back to the Montgomery. Didn't lose the ball there, which is good, but they need to watch out for that double team.
For sure. Montgomery's doing a great job of swinging the ball today. I think Trim's had a lot more trouble getting their hands on it than in previous.
Good ball movement there. Fouled hard. Destiny Weldon trying to get in there to stop her from scoring. But Abby Swartz will get another look at the free throw line.
She definitely put her weight behind that a little bit.
Doesn't hit that free throw there, but she will get a second. Singletary being checked in, and Brown-Johnson will be checking out for this portion of the game. Pacheco trying to get into that rebound off the miss. But it will be Montgomery ball. Cougars looking to extend their lead. Inside to Abby Swartz. And gets it in. That's starting to become and Abby Swartz with a steal. Finds the open Aaliyah Johnson, and that'll be a foul.
She's been playing a really good game. I mean, she's had, that was 3 on her, and she was able to pick apart and pull that steal out. That young lady's doing a great job today. I think she stayed in the entirety of this game so far, right?
Absolutely.
I don't think she's come out at all.
Abby Swartz being key in this third quarter, getting a steal there, along with some points. She has some free throws. She's starting to make an impact in this game.
Oh, for sure.
League sets is 10. Now 11 with Aaliyah Johnson making both her free throws. Trenton looking to answer if they want to stay in this game.
Absolutely. This lead's getting a little bigger than I'd want.
Pacheco draws the foul.
And that kind of pressure, you see someone like Angie playing, you definitely want to get some bodies on her because you give her too much space, she's going to clean you up.
And that's what they've been seeming to doing all game. Angie's been mostly trying to drive in, trying to get those layups. That seems to be her. She seems to be a bruiser on the inside. And Montgomery's just been throwing players left and right at her to try to stop her from getting it as she misses her first free throw.
Absolutely, and that's what you got to do. You can tell she's a powerhouse. You can't give her much space, and if that means you're leaving openings other side, so be it. So this is that moment where you need Angie to even more so start leaning on her players, leaning on her team, because they are definitely targeting her. I mean, it's clear in that.
Angie starts to guard Leah Johnson from the full court in the back. Playing great defense, stopping her from really driving. Leah looks to pass it off.
She's giving her
Trying to find Abby Schwartz there. See the connection between those two. And it's the good defense there by Pacheco. Jump ball.
That was a little rugby moment there. We were getting into it. But that's what we need.
That's exactly what we need, yeah. That emotion. If you're able to use that emotion as determination, as motivation to keep going. Both teams seem to show a lot of that, especially in the defensive end.
Absolutely, we cannot give them any space. This is too late in this game. We got to start really getting tighter.
Checo guarded by Schwartz. Drives inside, loses the ball there. Picked up by Schlossberg. So looking to drive. High arcing shot goes above the backboard and will be out of bounds. Less than a minute left in this third quarter. Heading into the fourth and final quarter. Scores a 10-point game. Tornadoes needing to go on a little run of their own if they want to stay in this game as well.
Absolutely. And Montgomery's not doing anything too crazy. They're just taking advantage of these little mistakes that are popping up, this ball handling, and they're being successful at pulling these shots in. They're not doing anything amazing. They're just being consistent.
At number 5 there, she looks to be on the JV, now playing on the varsity team as well as Anaya Singletary. Singletary loses the ball, tried to kick it back in, but got picked up by a Montgomery player.
That's what I mean, these little holes, they got to watch it.
Leah Johnson there, tremendous layup. Drive to the rim, knifes through multiple Tornadoes and gets that shot up the fall. Pacheco looking to answer with a 3. No good. She has hit a 3 earlier in this game, first quarter, as Saini gets an open look, and will finish to close out the third quarter. This Montgomery team playing great basketball in the third, extending their lead to 14.
That's score right? I don't know if our scoreboard's is maybe acting up again. Are we really at 28-42 right now?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Wow.
14-point lead here for the Montgomery Cougars as we enter that fourth and final quarter. And one thing that we both talked about is the mistakes. Trenton High needs to stop with these mistakes. They need to halt the mistakes. They need to control the ball a lot more. They need to get that shot up and in. Their defense is great, but there's only so much defense can do in a game like this where they're just where Montgomery's just finding cracks in the defense, holes they can exploit, and they can take advantage of it and just keep getting those shots to fall.
Again, maybe it was wishful thinking, hoping that the scoreboard was wrong, because that was a really fast-paced moment. This is it. These holes are now becoming a problem, so we're going to start having to plug them in. And again, Trenton's not playing bad ball. They're not playing bad ball at all this entire game. They're just going to have to get even tighter. And like I said, Montgomery isn't doing anything fantastic. They are just being more deliberate about their defenses, definitely paying better attention when these little mistakes are popping up and taking advantage of it. Trent's got to get their head more in. And again, they're playing good ball. We're just going to have to play, what is it, good, more, better.
Good, more, better. Play smarter ball, I would say.
I like that one. That sounds a little cleaner. I like that.
Schlossberg to tip in to Aaliyah Johnson. Guarded by Pacheco. You know, Pacheco's defensive capabilities. Passes in now to Schlossberg. Schlossberg, guarded by Brown Johnson. Turnaround shot is good. She was hitting a couple. She hit a 3 to close out the first quarter. Now getting a little layup in there as well. And as I see that one thing that I've noticed as Pacheco almost loses the ball, tries to kick it out, steal. One thing that I've noticed about this Montgomery team, especially in the second half, they've started to go more inside. They started to really go more into the paint, really score in the paint, drawing fouls, something that we've seen the Tornadoes try to do. That's mostly been their game the entire game. So now they're trying to match the Tornadoes on that intensity, especially with players like Abby Schwartz definitely getting in there, getting her free throws, stealing the ball, getting it to Aaliyah Johnson cutting in. So they continuously have to watch now 2 forms of their offense.
I agree. It's definitely a shift, which is very noticeable. So, I'm thinking that's from, these timeouts have been effective. They seem to be picking up on Trenton's rhythm and playing them at their own game. And unfortunately, they're being a little more successful at it than Trenton is. So.
Number 5 with the mid-range shot there, no good. Sanaya Prisha with that rebound. Pass it into Pacheco. Pacheco loses the ball there, probably looking for a shot attempt. Jump ball there between Brown Johnson and a Montgomery player. It will stay here. Just look to tip it in. Pacheco tried to do a turnaround shot. She gets fouled, and she'll get 2 free throws.
I think that a lot of what you were saying last night with the boys game, I think is stuff that, our ladies are going to have to also put some effect in, is not getting too frustrated, not letting their emotions take them over. Yes, this is a bit of a lead. Yes, this is kind of a rather nice shot. But they're going to have to maintain their composure, push harder, play a lot more like Montgomery is. Montgomery noticed where their mistakes are, and I think they've cleaned themselves up from it. And we're seeing that in the score and by how they really are attacking Trenton's score. They're not letting them get too many shots in. They're definitely applying pressure. So it's almost the inverse. I think Trenton's going to need to maybe take more advantage of their outside game. I'm not sure how we're going to do with those threes, but this might not be a bad time to start picking up on a some.
Absolutely. Aaliyah Johnson working against Pacheco, gets number 15. She looks to drive, gets fouled, doesn't get the basket on the play, but will go to the free throw line. Number 15, that is Virginia Herring, the sophomore guard. She looks to get her first free throws of the second half, probably of this game. Misses the first.
I think this is something we're going to see a little more intentionally. Even unfortunately, we don't want it to get to a point where we're giving up, free shots, but a little more aggressive. Teams definitely, when you're got this much pressure in, you start letting go of those fouls. You're not as bothered for being a little more aggressive in those moments. And again, this late in the game, you don't care so much. You let a few fouls get through. Hopefully, not too many shots allowed, but we can't. This is the kind of space we can't let them have.
Pacheco tried to get that shot up to go, doesn't, but Prisha was able to pick that ball up and draw the foul. She'll go to the free throw line. She'll get 2 shots.
This will hopefully help us get back in line. I still think we've got room. Still think we've got a chance. Again, down in the fourth quarter, 6 minutes left. We still got time. Again, it's not as... I feel like not necessarily the voice of inspiration or hope, but I still think we can push this through. I think we just need to apply a little more pressure, and again, maybe start going the way Montgomery hit us at the beginning. Start pulling down some three-pointers, or at least make any attempts to do so. Doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah, Johnson blocked there. Nice little block, but stolen back by Abby Schwartz. Kicks into Aaliyah Johnson. What a block there by Destiny Weldon.
That's what we need more of. That's how you push that. That's it exactly.
Destiny Weldon with a nice defensive play. Montgomery the tip in. They try to find open Abby Schwartz, but Swart was covered greatly there by Sanaya Prisha.
This is the kind of ball Trenton needs. This is what we need to see more of. We got 6 minutes. We can still get it done. We need to play this game like this.
Maya Brown Johnson stepped back, looked like she was trying to go for a 3. Now guarded heavily. She had no timeout there. Good idea going for that timeout there, so she did not initiate a traveling violation. Send the ball back to Montgomery.
She had no space there. They were on top of her, as they should be this late in the game.
Montgomery looking to finish the job here against the Tornadoes, but I wouldn't count on our ladies just yet.
I agree, wholeheartedly. But those are the types of things we need to see more of on our side, on Trenton's side. She had no room to make that shot whatsoever. I was not surprised that we got close to a travel. No more gaps, no more holes.
Yes,
Pushing some threes.
Montgomery looks to be more of the more complete team as we head into the final 5 minutes of this quarter in the game. Trenton High still has just a 15-point game, not too out of reach. They just need they're going to need a little bit of a Montgomery run. They need to go on a little 8-0 run, cut the lead down to at least 7. Then we can start really seeing how close they can see how close the game will get. But they just need to clean up on those mistakes. They need to play a lot smarter basketball. They need to just not let the game get to them. They need to control this game. Trenton still have possession of the ball because they called the timeout.
Again, 15 points can disappear if you put your head in the game, even in the last 5. It can be done. It's not unheard of. It's just going to take work.
Jump ball there. It go the other way between Herring and Carisha.
Definitely getting a little more physical, a little more handsy. Does not want to give up this space at all.
Absolutely. Aaliyah Johnson guarded by Pacheco. Passes to Herring. Good steal there by Pacheco. Tries to get that ball, and Prisha gets it back up. Well, can't get it to fall. Seems to be a little on the rim. Trenton is not able to really get any points as of late. Saini guarded by Pacheco. We've seen Pacheco guard multiple players in this game. Johnson, Lamaya Brown Johnson try to get that interception. Saw a little bit about football play.
Definitely. I'm noticing a lot of that.
Maybe we'll see her on flag football later this year.
That would be kind of cool. That would be cool.
Pass into Leah Johnson. Kicks it into Saini. Guarded by Azani Jackson. And we know how physical Azani Jackson gets with her defense, especially against Saini in this game.
Absolutely.
On the outside, Herring guards to Saini to Johnson. Open 3. Unable to connect. Destiny Golden with that rebound.
I will have to say I'm very impressed by this Montgomery team. They've done a really good game today. They've been doing some very nice work. Definitely giving Trenton the run for their money.
As Johnson try to get that layup to fall, can't. Good defense there by Pacheco. Traveling violation called there on Weldon. Try to get that ball to her teammates, but did not realize that she stepped more than 2 feet. As she would check out, and Singletary would check in. Destiny Weldon has had some great defensive plays when she has been in the game, as she shares time with Anaya Singletary. Abby Swartz controlling the ball, guarded by Jackson. To Anaya Johnson, who hits that 3. Aaliyah Johnson, I mean. My apologies. As Pacheco answers, but can't get it to fall.
It's going to be a tough stretch here. We got 4 minutes. A lot can be done. The lead can fade off a bit. You can get a little closer in. Just a little more work, a little more elbow grease. But again, Trenton is still competing. They haven't dropped off per se. They just got to do a little more. We're getting a little frustrated. Kind of see it on their faces.
Yeah, still a great job done by this season by the Trenton High Lady Tornadoes. We still have to give them their flowers.
For sure.
As I said, the record does not show that, but of course they've played hard. They've played as much as they could have this year, and that's all we can be proud of them.
Absolutely.
As Prisha there with a 3. She has not attempted a 3 at all this game. Glad to see her first one go down.
I think she needs to do a few more today. That'd be nice. That was a very nice clean 3.
Hopefully that's a message to the rest of the team saying, hey, we need to shoot these 3s. Good steal there by Jackson. Try to draw the foul there, but can't. Azani Jackson, one thing I have highlighted about her is, especially against players like Anya Saini, she's able to get those steals, able to really test her ability to hold on to the ball, which is has been great for the Tornadoes thus far.
It feels good. It's hopefully the kind of momentum we've been needing. We got again down to 3 minutes, but if we keep playing ball like we just did the past couple minutes, I'll feel a little more confident about maybe at least coming a little closer.
Saini guarded by Singletary. not find Strasburg. She has to the 3 to Abby Swartz. Swartz, it's almost tipped. Johnson guarded by Jackson. Aaliyah Johnson. Now, Aaliyah Johnson, while Azani Jackson has played great defense against Saini, she has struggled against Aaliyah Johnson, taking her on one-on-one. As Pacheco misses her free throw there. Open shot there by Brown Johnson. Pacheco get the rebound. She tries to draw the foul, and I believe she gets it.
That's also a pattern I've been noticing. As soon as Angie gets anywhere close to the paint, they are not letting her breathe. They're not letting her, and it's working. It's effective. She's gone for a few layups, and they've completely knocked her down. So,
forcing the Tornadoes to have to rely on another source of offense there, and Angie having to adjust her game to fit this need for points. I've seen a lot of the Trenton trying to draw that foul, especially when they get inside, trying to capitalize on that heavy defense that Montgomery is playing on them, and it has not worked all the entire time.
Absolutely.
Score is now lead is now 15 points, 35-50. Less than 5 minutes, less than 3 actually. As Jackson goes back on Saini, you see the great defense there.
Absolutely. I don't think we've seen a team really pick apart Trenton like this in a while.
Good defense there by Trenton. Brown Johnson on the drive. She gets nice play there by Johnson, putting her head down and going up for that layup.
Now we just have to block these shots, get them, keep these numbers down. We can keep them down at 50. We can probably push back further from there, but we cannot let them get any more. Blessing right now is the simple fact I haven't seen Montgomery try to pull out too many more of those threes. As long as they're not doing that, I think we're safe. But hopefully I didn't just jinx it.
One thing that couldn't happen as it comes to the end of this game is Montgomery could do a lot of ball management.
Yes.
They've probably been playing a lot of ball management. They've been holding on to this ball, making this lead, making this time go down as they hope to keep this lead the way it is. Trenton needs to be a little more aggressive and force them to pass that ball away and make a mistake. Especially in this game, that's all the more crucial. It's time to really get heavy.
And they have the space to do that. I mean, they do have a consistent lead right now. Just play keep away.
Abby starts past to Saini, now to Strasburg, guarded by Jackson. Good defense there by Jackson.
See, we've seen rugby, we've seen some flag football. That was straight wrestling. We're getting all the sports in today.
Jackson re-grabbing that ball for the Tornadoes. They'll get the possession back. Another 3 will be useful. Kick it down to 10 points. Brown Johnson.
I say all this in jest, but this is passion from both teams. I really enjoyed this game. Liking to see the athleticism that both teams have been putting out today.
Pacheco draws the foul there, I believe, and she will get another trip to the free throw line. And as you said before, both these teams, it seems as though they're not even worried about the score. They're just playing good ball.
Yes.
They're just playing against each other. They're just being competitive. That's good. You don't want to see a team that's just accepting the fact that they're going to lose and they're just not playing good. They're just trying to still staying in this game, even if the score may not suggest that. They're still being competitive, still playing hard.
I like that, exactly what you're saying. Definitely, this should be like a scrimmage. Don't even put in mind that we're playing to a certain game. Just play hard, work on your defense, work on your shots.
Saini passes to Swartz on the outside, guarded by Singletary. Swartz kicks it into Lehman. Backing out of Johnson. Kicks it over to Savini. Azani Jackson flying inside, trying to get that steal. That would have been a great play had she held on to that ball.
That was some good hustle. She was moving.
As we talk about competitiveness, Azani Jackson's really been competitive in this game. She's really stayed in it, especially on the defense, and something that's not easy to do. She's been doing it day in and day out.
Absolutely. I think she and Angie, neither one of them has come out at all during this game. I think they haven't came out whatsoever. They both have stayed on the floor all 4 quarters. And if there's anything I could tell, I think both teams have enjoyed playing each other. I don't think there's any negativity or aggression in that regard. I think they've enjoyed this, keeping each other on their toes. This is a good, if anything, not a bad idea if they just practice together. I think both teams would learn from that. It's been a really great game to watch.
Absolutely. As we come to the end of this game, I want to thank our camera crew, Martinel Cajus, Talia Ann Maldonado, Natalie Kamara. I want to thank the technical crew back here. We have Mr. Alvin Francis. We have Matt back here. And you have us that called this game for you, Mr. Brown and myself, Dante. As we come to 20 seconds of the play, good ball movement there by the Cougars. As they're probably going to look to draw this clock out. Kick to the Swords. Montgomery's bench calling out the time for this game as we come closer to the end. Montgomery taking the 51-40 win. 11-point victory for them here. Nice little closeout to the season. As for the Tornadoes, much to be desired here as they will probably play their final game. Angie Pacheco plays her final game. That was a nice little competitive matchup, even though the score may not suggest that. But yeah, I think that'll do it. That'll do it here for today at Tornado Alley as the Montgomery Cougars take down the Trenton High Lady Tornadoes. Thank you for spending your afternoon with us. On behalf of the entire crew, me, Francis, Matt, Mr. Brown, Martinel, Talia, Natalie,
thanks, guys.
We appreciate you guys listening, and we'll see you next time here on the Trenton Central High School Sports Network.